It was an average July day in Mexico City, and as I was driving home in the evening, I couldn't believe all the destruction that this rainstorm and hailstorm had just caused. There was about 40 inches of hail on the ground. Cars had slid off the road, and they had hit telephone poles and trees, and there were branches everywhere. It was complete chaos in the western side of Mexico City. And then the next morning, I get to the office, and all my staff are talking about how long it took them to get home. For most of them, it was over 3 hours. And then one of my employees, Jorge, he couldn't even get home because the subway line in his part of the city had closed due to the floods. And then it really hit me. And I thought, we cannot go on operating like this. You see, Mexico City has this really harsh and long rainy season. Most people don't even imagine that. Mexico City is right in the middle between the Gulf of Mexico and the Pacific Ocean. During our very long and harsh rainy season, which runs between mid-May and the beginning of November, most days Mexico City gets pounded with a lot of rain, flash flooding, thunder, lightning, and many times hail, making it not very safe for the evening commuters. So on that day, I thought, we got to do things differently. And that's when I decided to send most of my associates to work from home, including myself. We moved to a different neighborhood and rented a very small office, which basically is just a meeting point and a place to store material. But it has worked really well for us over the last 5 years. And so we moved to the Las Lomas de Chapultepec neighborhood in Mexico City. Las Lomas stands for the hills. It's known as the best residential area in the entire country, not just Mexico City. It's really beautiful. In the middle of this grand residential area, there's this tiny commercial area where our office is located in a beautiful colonial style building. So please come on in, follow me. I can't even believe we're in this neighborhood. And I truly believe my clients have to have the best address in Mexico City, and California needs to have the best address in Mexico City. We are in the second floor, so please follow me up the stairs. As a coincidence, one of our neighbors is one of Mexico's leading incentive houses. As you can see, we got a lot of natural plants, natural light. It's really a wonderful working environment. We love it here. And so, welcome to TravelPIE. Oops, a little squeaking door. Somebody better take care of that. And so, as we walk in, you walk straight into our meeting room, which is very comfortable. We have a screen that comes down from the ceiling. It sits 8 very comfortably, but we've squeezed up to 11 or 12. It's been done before. But quite honestly, 99% of the times, it's us going out to our clients. It's us entertaining the media, taking them out to lunch, to breakfast, to dinner. It's us going to travel agencies and wholesalers to meet with them. We very rarely entertain people here, but if somebody comes and visits, we're more than welcome, and we have this beautiful space available. Now let me tell you a little bit more about the company, about myself. TravelPIE has been in business for 19 years, and we've been recognized as the leading destinations representation company in Mexico. Over the last 19 years, we've represented very important cities and states, mainly in the US, except for one, which was the province of Ontario, Canada. But besides Ontario, we represented the city of New Orleans and the state of Louisiana. They were our very first client, and we still do work for them. And we represented Las Vegas and the state of Nevada, the state of Chicago and the state of Illinois. And I say the state and the city because they were joint ventures between the city and the state. We also represented Massachusetts, the cities of Houston, the city of San Antonio, Ski, New Mexico, Colorado, Aspen. And we've done project work for many other cities and states, including Mississippi River Country and California. And you can read more about what work we did for California a few years ago in our proposal. Personally, I've been in the travel industry for 25 years. And as a matter of fact, my family has been in the travel industry one way or another for 3 generations. Before owning TravelPIE, I worked in a very important travel agency here in Mexico City, but I have also worked in hotels. I've done a little bit of everything in the industry. I loved it, and I think that most people recognize the passion that we have with what we do. We really enjoy and love this work, and it reflects in our everyday activities. So now let me show you a little bit more of our office, and let me introduce you to some of my staff.
Hello, I'm Susie. I have worked with Marco twice. The first time I was here for 2 years handling the New Orleans CBB and Louisiana tourism account. I left because my sister had a baby. She lives in Dallas, so I went to help her. Then I came back to Mexico and worked for the company that had the California Tourism Commission account with Fernando Olivera. Then 5 years ago, I came back with Marco to handle the Ontario Tourism account. Then I had a San Antonio CBB account, the Colorado Tourism Office, and New Orleans CBB and Louisiana Travel Tourism Office again. And I have great experience in handling destinations. I have a great relationship with wholesalers, retail agencies, and airlines and medias. I have been in the travel industry for almost 20 years, and I look forward to work with California again.
Hi, I'm Ronan. I've been working with Marco for quite some time. I'm the social media manager. I'm originally an industrial engineer, but I have been working with web page design and social media for 5 years. I hope we can work with California in the near future.
And now please follow me down these 4 little steps. Be careful. Our office is in 2 levels, and everybody sits down here. And I would like to introduce you to Charlie.
Hello.
Charlie's our office manager. He's been with me for 20 years, so more than anything, his family. And Charlie takes care of the day-to-day admin business. He makes sure that our suppliers and vendors get paid. He's in constant contact with our external accountants. And he also puts together your expense reports every month. Charlie takes care of the office supplies. He just makes sure that the office is running smoothly on a day-to-day basis. And besides him is Jorge. Jorge is our office assistant. He's been with me for 10 years. He runs errands and supports Charlie with everything that's needed.
We love California.
I really couldn't do without these 2 guys. And back here, we have our storage. And in this office, we don't have an open kitchen. We have open storage. And this is where we keep our clients' materials. We also have another offsite location where we store bigger things such as displays and larger quantities of materials. I typically sit back there. We have 2 more cubicles down here. And this is pretty much our great little office. Welcome to TravelPIE.